Test analysts design test structures. Each of them in their Jira project designs their part of the tests. The test coordinator has decided to combine the structures together so that he can have aggregated data on all the tests in his Jira project. However, he does not want to disrupt the work of individual test analysts in any way. Building test structure in many Jira projects. The tests we design will be used in several Jira projects, while full test reporting is to be possible from the level of one of the projects. Tests are divided into 3 coordinators. Each of them works in their own Jira project. At the end of the test design, the tests are to be integrated into a single test structure. We are now the first coordinator working in project A. At this point, the coordinator has created a test plan, created one sample test suite, and now starts designing test cases. Let's go through the test cases. Let's create test case 1. Coordinator first, test case first. Let's import the test case steps. This is our first test case, and now we will do the same for 4 more test cases. The coordinator has now finished designing his test cases first. It has one test suite with 5 test cases. Let's switch to the another coordinator. The second coordinator knows that the tests he creates will be linked to another test structure located in another project. So he starts creating from the test suite level. In project B, in his project. There is a test suite set up. In this test suite, he creates another test case. The second case. Okay, let's go to the test suite. At this point, the test coordinator second has finished his work. He has completed all his test cases. Here, we have a previously prepared third coordinator in the third project, in project C. He has already designed his test cases, and now the test cases of the second coordinator and the test cases of the third coordinator and the test suite in which they are located should be connected to the structure in the project managed by the first coordinator. The first coordinator manages all tests simultaneously and reports on the entire test structure. The first coordinator plan has the following issue key: 77. From the level of this test suite, we create a connection between it and that issue. In example 77. This test suite, together with its test case, is linked to this structure. Let's check. Here we have a structure from project B, second coordinator. Let's do the same for the third coordinator. Let's choose the same issue, in example the same test plan in the project of the first coordinator. They were put together. Here, the relationship of this test suite with this specific test plan was built, and now, from the perspective of the first project, we can see that all test suites and test cases are included in one place. Now, going further with the test, the first coordinator sees the entire content of the test structure together, with the execution statistics, and test case execution metrics, which are located not only in its part, but also in the third or second coordinator. For example, if the second coordinator enters and executes his or her test case, let's mark it on paused. At this point, going to the test suite of the second coordinator, we see the performance metrics for the tests that he managed. In example, these 5 test cases. If we now turn to the metrics, we can see that on this day, 1 test case was performed. The test case execution history also shows this one particular test case. Let's move on to the third coordinator. Let's also do one of his test cases. For a change, run it with a failed result. And additionally, let's attach a bug to it. The third coordinator also sees the test cases that belong to him. See the execution statistics for these specific test cases. 1 failed case was executed that day. Here we see information on this particular case. In the bugs metrics, we see information about the bug that has been connected. Now, let's move on to the first coordinator, who will perform 1 test case in his part. We will end it with a blocked result. It's blocked. We will check how it looks from the perspective of the cases managed by our first coordinator. There is 1 test case executed, blocked. This is also visible in his statistics. Since the coordinator also keeps statistics, reports statistics on the total test case execution, if we go to the test plan, which collects data on all test suites connected in different Jira projects, this test coordinator can see not only the result of his work that he sees here, but also the work of the other 2 coordinators. Now, by switching between the individual metrics, he sees that he has not performed 1 of his test cases, but 3 test cases have been performed as part of the entire test process. What can be seen in this history? Which can also be seen in the history of reported bugs. This is a bug reported by the second coordinator. This is what it looks like. 3 projects in Jira, 1 test structure managed, reported. Full report in one place, divided into individual roles of coordinators.